Now, the interesting point for me is how are nonprofits seeing AI? Is it like really that hype? They want to try something on AI?
So we're starting to see some interest on the nonprofit side. And I can tell you, interestingly, I mentioned that I've got my own nonprofit, and I'll give you an example of a pretty good use case that I came up with for my organization. So we do transports for homeless animals. So
Okay.
the way that things would work is, let's say I want to adopt a dog. So I go online and I find, maybe I want like a female Labrador retriever that is 2 years old. And I
Mm-hmm.
found one, but she's, all the way in Nashville, Tennessee, which is like a 6 hour drive from here. What
Mm-hmm.
we'll have, so my organization has a network of volunteers that will do like a relay where somebody will drive the dog from Louisville, Kentucky, for example,
Mm-hmm.
and then somebody else, I'll hand them off to somebody. And then that way I don't have to worry about it, driving all the way down. And whatever shelter I've adopted that dog from, they're not limited to just their local communities. And, would be a great use case for an agent. And this is something we're working on building is right now coordinating all of those transports and figuring out all the places for all the drop off points and the handoff points. It's a lot of work. We have, at this point, we've got thousands of volunteers. So what I'm working on building is an agent that will look through our entire database, identify the right drivers. If I say I want to transport this type of dog from this city to this city, here's the dates. Look up all their preferences, and then send out a bunch of communications to those drivers that say something like, are you available at 2 p.m. on Saturday to assist with this transport? And then, if they reply yes, great, add them on. If they reply no, then, find the next best person that's available and send them up. And
You're
that,
automating these like yes and no responses, maybe via SMS.
yeah, that's what I'm hoping for.